Initializing monetization. Monetization process successful.
Hello and welcome once again to another episode of Team ZMU Live, Raw, and Uncut, brought to you by your host, Armand Nicholas. And today our topic is going to be one of the most challenging topics that we probably get a lot of questions about. And for the most part, we get this with a lot of new YouTubers out there that have not really kind of dialed in to what they're trying to do. So let's get down to it. The topic for today is choosing your YouTube category in 2021. Okay, how to choose your YouTube category? What should you be dialing into? What should your niche be? Right? Well, there's a lot of different ways that you could look at this, and a lot of people really do have a harder time trying to figure this out. That when you visit their channel, I mean, they are talking about so many different things on a different basis, right? I mean, some people can get kind of confused, right? But if you become a specialist in one topic, there's a good likelihood that you will gain subscribers a little bit faster than if you just put a bunch of different garbled information in your channel, just because your viewers are never sure about what you're going to be talking about today because your topics are all over the place. So choosing a niche is very, very important. And of course, YouTube likes this as well. YouTube likes a niche channel that concentrates on a single topic. So what are the different types of topics out there? What are some things that you would want to consider when you're choosing a channel or a category for your channel, right? But before we get started, please make sure that you're already subscribed to this channel. Make sure you hit the bell button, and of course, make sure that you hit the like button after you watch the video, and write your comments and feedback to let us know what you think. So one of the first things that one of the most popular category out there is YouTube vlogging, right? That's the simplest thing that most people will go right into, but they can kind of get confused. A personal vlog that encompasses your experience on a day-to-day basis is usually a particular field, right? Travel videos or a typical, cooking videos, YouTube vlogging, right? It's still a niche, but it could get garbled up because you could be talented in multiple different ways. So try to figure out what you're truly passionate about and use that as your motivation, or use that as your key niche, that you're going to be in cooking primarily, right? Or you're going to be in traveling, or you're going to be doing a lot of interviews, vlogging for YouTube, right? Second one is YouTube reviews. YouTube reviews are huge, you guys. There's so many different products out there that before someone buys anything, I myself, before I buy something, I tend to look at reviews for them. Do we actually look at like reviews that are in text anymore, or do we look at reviews that we could watch, that we could see, right? How many of you guys have ever bought something that, oh my gosh, when I got something in the mail or it was delivered, it's smaller than I thought it was, or it's bigger than what I thought it was, right? And they're shocked. They weren't expecting that. YouTube reviews videos, you get to show people the ins and outs of this product. It can get kind of expensive, yes, because you have to actually buy those products. But if you get sponsored by some of these manufacturers, some of these vendors, you can get those things for free, and you're just doing a review on those new products that's coming out. You're giving potential buyers a first-hand look of what they could expect to receive if they buy that product, right? How easy it is to use, how, what the colors are, and how big it is, so forth and so on, right? Number 3. Video tutorials. This is the how-to category, right? The how-to category on YouTube. Teach people about your knowledge or on a subject that you really know about, right? Usually these tutorials are a step-by-step format, right? 7 steps of this, how to this, the tutorial of this, I've hacked this, this is how you get around this, right? So it's a how-to channel. So they are very popular on YouTube as well, right? Another topic or another niche is YouTube guides and events, right? This is something like, gosh, how would I put this? Like travel people, right? They're basically, their primary task is to just visit as many locations, whether it's restaurant reviews or travel guides that will show you, here's, here's what you can expect if you visit this place. Here's what you can expect when you subscribe, when you are a membership, when you have a membership of this. These are guides and events, right? So they kind of go a long way. I personally have not seen very many of them, just because it's not a niche that I follow, but I know for a fact that they're one of those niche categories on YouTube as well, right? And of course, you have the typical journalism, right? Somebody going on YouTube to be an activist or to be a journalist. They're just writing a lot of columns, they're writing a lot of topics, but instead of just writing in text and publishing it on their blogs, they actually will do a video talking about that topic, and then they're gonna upload those videos or embed those videos on their blogs, giving their viewers a little bit more of a interactive experience, instead of just reading their news article, reading their article for their paper or whatever, right? There's a video that they combined to give that viewer a more hands-on or more I guess interactive experience, right? Okay. Another one is YouTube reaction videos. Now you got to be very careful with this. Okay. YouTube reaction videos is probably one of the most popular niche category out there, but you have to be very careful, because reaction video means that you are reacting to something that's already out there, whether it's an episode of a show, whether it's an event, right? A big event that more than likely it's probably copyrighted. There is a process that you could do this and not have a copyright claim or a copyright strike. You have to reinvent that video. You have to put enough comments along the ways that you've changed the, I guess, outlook of that video to your perspective. You've made a significant change in that video while you're commenting on it in your perspective. That is one of the things that you have to remember. You cannot just do a reaction video and download and upload a video from a episode of a show that you watch, and once every 2 or 3 minutes you're making 1 or 2 word comments, right? That's not going to work. You're going to get hit with a claim or a strike on that, because that is not your video. You did not make a dramatic change or dramatic effect on the content of that video. So be very careful with that. But they are very popular because there's a lot of shows out there that all of us love to watch. And I would want to hear some of those people's thoughts about a certain episode, or a certain result that happened during that last episode, right? But you have to make a dramatic change on that content in order for it to be viable, okay? You can also make YouTube animal videos. Oh my gosh, this is probably one of the most popular ones out there, because so many people love animals. Even the people that don't love animals, they watch them just because they take videos of their animals doing all kinds of crazy, stupid things, right? All kinds of weird things that is just funny to watch. They immediately get a lot of attention from animal lovers, right? Dog lovers, cat lovers, or exotic pet lovers and things like that. So this is one, it could get kind of hard, because how many videos can you actually upload of your own dog, right? You're going to have to kind of go outside of that realm and possibly be able to get content from other animals or other people, so forth and so on. So be mindful of that. They are great niches. It's just that they're harder to maintain, just because, unless you're a zoo, unless you work at a zoo. Now, if you work at a zoo, oh my gosh, you have unlimited resources for animal videos, right? Or a vet, right? But other than that, it's kind of difficult for a lot of people to manage that kind of niche, okay? You could also do a YouTube info educational videos, right? Some people do a lot of like classroom training, how to do math, how to do algebra, how to do this, right? Or they will do basically educational videos of subjects in a classroom that they can help others understand certain topics that they know is really hard. Like, for example, calculus. I need all types of videos for calculus if I want to remember a calculus all over again, all 4 or 5 levels of it, right? So there's a lot of people that watches those just because they're easier, they can easily refresh their memory from what they've seen in their classroom, right? And then of course the big one, gaming videos. I am not going to go into this heavily. We all know that YouTube is a big platform for gamers. Just make sure that you have enough content to attract your viewers and your subscribers, okay? And last but not least, one of the funniest things that you can see on YouTube is obviously the pranks and challenges, right? Although some are harmless, others go to the extreme on some of these pranks. And you got to be very, very careful, because some of these pranks can get dangerously hazardous, okay? Some people are pushing the boundaries on pranks. And some people are pushing the boundaries on some of these challenges that they do on YouTube by videoing it, right? You got to be very careful about that. Just make sure that you stay safe. Make sure that you're out of harm's way. But they are very, very prominent and dominant in YouTube, just because we all love to be entertained. And more importantly, we as human beings, a lot of us are entertained when we see other people experiencing pain. It's like our animal instincts basically kicking in, but we don't know if those are really happening. We don't know if they're really in pain, right? When we discover that they're really in pain, we're now, oh my gosh, I feel bad for even laughing about it, right? But we don't know those things. So yes, pranks and challenges on YouTube, very, very, very dominant niche or channel category. But you have to be very careful on how you do that channel, just because it could get really, really bad. Okay, so those are some of the tips that I can kind of give you as far as trying to figure out what your channel should be in 2021. YouTube algorithm is getting a little bit more challenging, so please, I encourage you, try not to have a garbled all kinds of information inside your channel. Try to dial it down to a niche. It will help you gain more solid subscribers, more intricate subscribers that are actually waiting for you to upload your next video, instead of all kinds of different information in your channel that your subscribers may or may not be expecting that type of video, and they may not, they may not be wanting to remain as a subscriber just because there's not a specific category that you're consistently uploading. Okay, so again, my name is Armand Nicholas, and I'm hoping that this video is of some help, of value, of a learning experience to you as a YouTuber. And if you have any questions, please put it down in the comment section below. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to hit that like button. But most importantly, make sure that you hit the bell button to be notified of new videos of the channel. Till the next time, I bid you farewell.
Initializing monetization. Monetization process successful.